y'all, it's Jessica from Sloppy Swatches. Today I have the Very Good New Year collection releasing this Friday, January 13th from Moonshine Manny. If you don't know, Moonshine Manny is being created by Phoebe Moon here on YouTube. I'll go ahead and link her YouTube channel down below as well. She's done a really awesome review on these polishes. This is her second collection. I was really impressed with her first one, and this one is just as good. I did receive these polishes in exchange for reviewing them. I will go ahead and link her storefront down below, and I also briefly tested these for stamping. They picked up really well, but they weren't super opaque over darker colors. I think you're going to get more use of them over a lighter color. So I'll go ahead and get into the swatches. First up is Ambition Inspired, and Phoebe describes this one as a rich, warm cranberry with bright garnet spark. This is supposed to be opaque in 2 coats. This is a very bright orange-based fiery red with a ton of holographic glitter in there. I'll go ahead and show you a brush shot, and I'll show you how Ambition Inspired swatched on my natural nail. So here is one easy coat. This does go on so smooth, really nicely, and this is incredibly opaque at just one coat. I wouldn't exactly call this a one coater. It's so close. I am going to go ahead and let this dry and come back in for a second coat. A second coat is just going to deepen it up a tiny bit and add a little bit more of that holographic glitter. If you wanted to stop at one coat, that's totally a viable option. So here is a quick second coat, and again, this just goes on really nicely. Phoebe Moon does have a wider brush, which I appreciate so much. So that's 2 easy coats. This one does dry down just a little bit dull, so a good top coat will help smooth that out and intensify all of that glitter. So here's a look at the completed mani before top coat. Here's the view from another angle and direct sunlight with top coat. I want to call this one my favorite so bad. All of these are beautiful in this trio, but this one has a little something special to it. This is my swatch photo under artificial lighting, and once more at an angle in direct sunlight. Next up is Strength to Persevere, and this is described as a fiery strawberry with a blazing gold spark and gold scattered holographic. So it has a very strong gold shimmer in here. This red is a very deep, burnt, almost kind of brown leaning red. Really pretty, really deep. I'll go ahead and show you a brush shot, and I'll show you how Strength to Persevere swatched on my natural nail. So here is one easy coat. Again, this one goes on really nice, really even, opaque coverage. I can see just a hint of nail line here, so I am going to let this dry and come back in for a second coat. This one does have some brush strokes, so you may want to be mindful and just do nice long strokes to kind of ease that a little bit. I love how the shimmer does show up in the strokes, though. So here is my second coat. I'm just going to be mindful to do nice linear strokes and clean up my edges a little bit, and this does for sure bring this one completely opaque. So here is a look at the completed mani before top coat. This one is really gorgeous. I think it's going to look amazing matte too. I love when shimmers are matted down. It just seems to glow on the nail. Here's a view from another angle in direct sunlight with top coat. So this is a very rich color. This is my swatch photo under artificial lighting, and once more at an angle in direct sunlight. So lastly today I have Courage to Continue, and this is described as a purple leaning raspberry with a strong violet spark. So this is another gorgeous shimmery shade. So this is a very deep and vibrant berry pink shade. I'll go ahead and show you a brush shot, and I'll show you how Courage to Continue swatched on my natural nail. So here is a one easy coat. Again, like the others, this does go on nice and easily, super smooth. I didn't have any pooling. The formula is not too thick or too thin. It just goes on really nicely. This one is going to have a little bit of that brush stroke effect as well, so just make sure that you do nice, long, even strokes. So here is one coat. It's just shy of being opaque here, so I'll let this dry and then come back in for a second coat. So here is my second and final coat, and this is for sure going to bring this one completely opaque. I did get a little bit too much polish on my brush, so I just kind of brushed it off into the bottle. Not a big deal at all. The shimmer in this one is just a little less evident than it is maybe in the previous polish. So here's a look at the completed mani before top coat. Here's a view from another angle in direct sunlight. Super pretty. This is my swatch photo under artificial lighting, and once more at an angle in that direct sunlight. So that wraps up my swatch and review of the Very Good New Year collection releasing this Friday from Moonshine Manny. If you'd like to see more photos, I will have those available on my blog at sloppyswatches.wordpress.com, or you can follow me on Instagram at sloppyswatches. I will link all of Moonshine Manny's storefront and social media links down below. So thanks so much for watching, guys. See you next time.